Hey everybody, it's Risley. We're playing Super Auto Pets. Let's give it a go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yes, no, no, no. Is what you're saying to me? Is that what you're saying? Maybe. I don't love a mouse. I love an otter, however. Do I want to give the otter stats to a goose? That is the real question, because a goose is just kind of a thing that exists. You know what? 2 squatting? Should I have asked before I did that? I committed pretty fast to that concept before I even, like, fully thought through it, but like a 4-4 and a 1-2? It's not guaranteed to win, and it's not guaranteed not to lose, but it could do any of the 3 options, which was already what it could have done if I had done, like, just random stuff, so. Giggling eruptions, giggling aliens, giggling investors. I mean, I guess it's good to have investors, but a lot of times it feels like investors are kind of like big money guys who maybe you don't sort of scheming. I don't know. Like, do you want them to be giggling about your concept? Maybe if you're like asking for investments in a comedy thing, then you should be. It all depends on the scenario in that case. Otter, otter. We're gonna go 4 squatted this turn, continuing with the bad decision-making skills, which is something I can never really let go. So, is this best? Would a mouse have been better? Would have 1 apple and going 3 squatted have been better? That's a good question. I'm definitely I love it. I will definitely respect it. If someone chooses to go with less than 5 animals, or however the max animals you can for that turn, specifically because it can get you a little bit more stats. It's really fun when it works. It feels like you're putting yourself further ahead. It feels cool at the least. It's crazy, I know, saying, oh, you've hindered yourself, and because you've hindered yourself, you feel cool. And I'm like, yes, of course. I'm just like all of those high school boys who for some reason decide that wearing only shorts in literally snow weather is cool because they're like, I'm hindering my ability to be warm. But I look like I'm a lizard person who doesn't require heat, so that makes me feel cool. Pretty sure that's the logic behind all that crap. You can level tomorrow, not today, because I have not enough money. And money makes the world go round. That's what I've heard. That's what they've said. That's what they've said? Indeed. Thank you for double checking with that. I actually wasn't sure myself until I thought about it again. Ha. Ha. Ha 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 ha. To quoteth, what's his face from The Simpsons. Ha ha. That actually kind of sounds like a goose as well, too. How is this goose so beefy? How did you work? Because of Conesnail? Conesnail is amazing. It is all because of Conesnail. It was only ever always Conesnail. I kind of wish I could get a level 2, in fact, this turn, more than a level 2 goose. In fact, I'm gonna save it. This is a new weekly. Oh, I forgot to mention. However, I did play once on my own before this, and I know that there are no bison. So the bison strat of leveling 2 people at once on turn 5, not viable. Ooh, owie, okay. Our super strength from the last round was apparently because I was stealing the ability to win from this round. I do like Emperor Tamarin, and it's only turn 5, so now is the time to commit. Is there a way for me to get this to guaranteed hit you? Everyone level. Yes. Oh, you're gonna get hit then. Everyone else leave. We're doing this, and we're gonna hope that maybe just next turn we can actually get this man to, like, beef our Tamarin. Followed immediately by actually leveling the Tamarin, because a leveled Tamarin ain't crap. Ooh, owie, ow. That's a lot of stats. Not enough? Simply not enough, though. I see what you had going for you there. A dodo is it's an idea. We're on turn 6, though. Give the lowest health. You know what? I can guarantee this goes to you by lollipopping you. Is that a good use of, like, money? Now you're oh, what? A 5-5. Wait, how did that work? You had 2 health, I added 1 more, and you turned into a 5? I thought adding an animal only gave you, like, 1 extra stat in both directions. Okay, well, we can still make this happen if I sell my Conesnail, or temporarily. I mean, that's good for the current run, and it got the stats we wanted, so if this guy actually gets to level at any point, that'd be cool. The orangutan can leave at this point, because given I only wanted to hit 1 person, and that person was hit once, I feel like it's gonna take forever for him to ever hit it again, because he's gonna have to go through the entire rest of the team. He's a real team player, he says. I'm gonna give health to everyone, and I'm like, I don't want everyone to have health. I want him to have health, and he's like, well, you should have asked me yesterday, then. You are gonna leave in terms of actual scaling that I can direct. Can't say no to directed scaling. It's physically impossible. I was really hoping with all my little heart that we were gonna get a level for that Tamarin so I could immediately sell it into this Hawk. The Hawk's like decent. That's the thing about this weekly, is that there's a lot of newish animals mingled with oldest animals. A wild concept, I know. And I'm not too partial for new animals, which means I always find myself continuously just buying the oldest ones available. Which really limits my shop potential. Whoa! 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 It's not actually that low. I used to love the moose. The moose is no longer lovable. I could do this now. Do I want to? I'm not gonna spend a whole 9 gold to get it to level 3, so we can ignore you. And you know what? We didn't immediately get something cooler. I guess we're going Big Hawk. It definitely is better to give these to people who like do things with stats instead of a sniper, but the sniper was readily available. No. Yes, and readily available is better than literally nothing. Nothing at all. And by that I mean literally, it's better than being nothing. Nothing getting the stats? At least it's better than that, is what I'm saying there. Ow. Alright. Let's pull that back a little bit. We like to analyze the situation. Chess maneuvers. Our team is stank, so their team beat us. I think that's what happened. I mean, +4 isn't bad. +8 on level 3 is better, but we're too kind of far gone for that. Deer, respectable. Very respectable. Goose is good, great stats, has a garlic. All of these things I'm taking into account when I switch it out for you. I almost never run a leopard, so getting one so early. Who would I sell? I would temporarily sell you to get a cow out there and then hopefully replace you with something better than a giraffe. Which, I mean, arguments to be made. While the moose is no longer great, it at minimum does give somebody 1/1. So it is, in terms of stat giving, at least equal to a giraffe, although obviously you don't get to choose who gets it. With the exception is that you can't freeze your shop anymore, which is like a real pain in the ass, you know? Just because I constantly forget that's what it's doing. Even if it only gave me a 1/1, it still refuses to let me freeze the shop, and I kind of like having decisions in the future. We're gonna commit to you. We've got weird wide scaling because we actually have no scaling, if I were to say so. Yes? Someone who does something? That is true. That does do something. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I will do that tomorrow, not today, because I don't want to get rid of my chocolate. Level 2 leopard on the horizon, unless we die. Great point. Hey enemy squad, how do you feel about not committing murder today? Are you feeling generous? You've got spilt ice cream on your heads. I can't really tell if that means you're happy because you were doing fun ice cream things, or sad because you dropped it. Seems that they were in a pretty good mood. They were ready to die. Now everything comes together. Whoa, everything comes together and it's free? Oh, that's gonna... deer. Followed by level? Followed by cow. Or I could just get my deer out there. Wow, that turn was just full of the goodness. The goodness was all up on that turn. I wish that I could sell you and do something cool this year, but I can't. We will take an orca next turn. A waffle. Activate buy ability. Oh, I would have totally done that on my cow. It's like a waffle, 3 gold for 2 milk. That's a valid trade, isn't it? Milk's not amazing. It's kind of just slightly better apple. Okay, maybe it's like not as cool as I thought, but still would have been decent. God, I wish I could have killed you with him. Then we wouldn't have died. Pull your weight better next time, Mr. Falcon. 5 wins? Not too shabby. Let us swing back once more. Once more, you say, Cherie? That's not on the menu. You cannot go once more. And I say, I am like the king of the castle. I don't have to order on the menu, and I don't have to make a reservation. Did my butler not tell you so? And he's like, I am your butler. And I'm like, the waiter is my butler? Plot twists all around. Let's be some blessed heads. Don't even... Concept? No. Blessed computers. The computer that stores all the information about all the religious stuff. It's very blessed. It's full of godliness. Spirituality. Boom shakalaka. Does anyone else feel like the possum with the detective hat? That just makes sense. It just feels like it makes sense. He just looks like he's got this smug little grin, and with the hat on, his eyeball turns from like kind of happy to like serious angry. Like he knows what's up and he's not afraid to show it. I'm gonna ditch the mice. There's 2 of them. They're twinsies. Twinsies are adorable. I could be convinced. Could I be convinced right now? My cat has jumped directly onto my keyboard. Let us wait for the Animal Crossing to pass before we continue for 1 hot second. Crisis averted. All it took was taking my kitten and putting her on the floor. By all it took, I mean gladly that happened to work, because a lot of times she'll jump immediately back on the table. She has this cool thing called 50% intense, just like desire to do something, such that I can literally sit there and remove her from the table and she'll jump back on and remove her and jump back on, like repetitively for like 5 minutes. Or she has the power of immediate acceptance, which is when she seems to be really insistent upon doing something, and then I just put her in her bed and she just flops over and she's like, well, I guess I'm sleeping now. And I'm like, yes, please. Thank you for being sleepy now. Level 2 otter? We won't have the money to do anything with it. So maybe I'll wait. You know what? Let's do this instead. A tamarin! I should have sold my duck. I should have done it. Nobody warned me. A level 3 duck? Thank you, but goodbye. Well, big duck then. That's better. That's better. This is possibly the most respectable and English and detective-y duck I've ever did have. So in this simple scenario, it may receive the extra health. And I would not feel wronged about making said decision. Ouch. Yes. Hey. Beautiful. Beautiful tamarin. Your mustache goes perfectly with your snooty little hat. Hey, hit the tamarin? Not what I asked for. Level... maybe. A pug? No. Rarely is my response to the pug. No pills. That's a sadness, isn't it? Something that does actual permanence in terms of extra stats for our tamarin now. That would be very smoky. Ooh, an astronaut urchin. I'm so sorry for your loss. I know you went through all the different years of scientist school it takes to be an astronaut. And the first time you put the helmet on, your little spiky things just cracked directly through it. Isn't that just tragedy? Finding out that you're colorblind even though the entire period of your life you knew that you wanted to be an Air Force pilot. Hit the tamarin. I hate your face. I know that I could have sold the possum before I did that if I wanted to increase my chances, but I didn't. I didn't do that, okay? Hit the tamarin. 1 time, please. You have 1 more shot, Otter. And honestly, I can't even say it's a threat, like, if you don't do it, I'm gonna get rid of you, because you're getting rid of anyway, either direction. So if you could just do me a hot favor, and just out of the kindness of your soul, hit my tamarin. Because without any sort of a leveling, and also no given stats, is looking like he might just be a little apple for the future. Just a free apple. Free as in I paid for it earlier apple for whoever I first find. A giraffe? Yes. I would wait. I'll roll once to see if either of you guys level. You didn't. You're out first. Because I do still respect his 3rd maneuver. Yes! Yes to this, but like, who do I get rid of? One of you. This gives you stats, but I want to keep you. And this is just the one I want less. However, it does have potential. Permanent stats or potential? Let's just get rid of the potential. I mean, who needs potential nowadays? We have computers. We have instant calculators and the ability to look stuff up in your pocket at constantly, all times. Do I really need potential to do things, or can I just run the AI art thing and steal a bunch of people's handiwork and then like claim that I did it and then sell a book about it? Is that morally wrong? Yes. Did I do it? No. Have people done it? Yes. Thank you for all the questions. I do love answering questions. So this is better, yes. So goodbye, and it's a bit of an iffy. It's a bit of an iffy. There's the guy I was hoping to see all along. Too bad it's too late now. Something delicious. Tasty garbage. Well, I suppose if you're like the Grinch or something, you can have just a burger then. Please do not eat too much meat though. You're a kangaroo. Kangaroos can be vicious, but they are herbivores, aren't they? They feel like herbivores because I don't think I've ever heard of them specifically being a predator against something. However, they kick like ass. I feel like they could eat a hippo. I feel like could 50 kangaroos take 1 hippo? I mean, 50 is a lot, but honestly, actually, I'm not sure that their kicks can get through like a hippo's thick skin and whatnot. Too many ducks, not enough anything good. I don't really want to commit to a peacock at this point. Oh, there's just nothing. The problem is that I don't like anything in this weekly. A deer? I like a deer. This is dumb. I guess we're doing this with our level. That was such a waste of time. How about you go boost someone who matters? I guess that's the kangaroo then? Thank you. A lot of snipers, not a lot of anything else really. So I guess sniper weekly? There's 2 snipers. Does that count as a lot? Well, for some reason the lynx and the falcon are the 2 default snipers. Closely followed by the crocodile. So if they both are here, then it's a sniper weekly, I guess. Ooh. So have you put a microphone to my face? You said microphone is in your face, madam. What do you think are your chances of victory this dearest weekly? Get out. Come in. I don't really like you that much, but available. Here you go. I would say, dear interviewer, not great. I think that we could die instantaneously right here, but I am holding my cat, so I've got some comfort in the softness of a cloud, basically. Okay, your deer kicks more butts than my deer kicked, but I get rid of your little thingy or whatever. Hey, kill yourself. How about that? Yes, it worked. He did it. Wow. And by himself, I meant his teammate, not obviously himself. Just his little friend in the background. Okay, we drew. That's insane. But where do we have to go from here? Certainly not victory. I have no concept of us ever, like, getting out of here with anything of a victory. Unless we had a second giraffe. How did you know? No, that's not the answer. Wolves are great. Just by default, he's cool. Give all friends +2/+2. Man, you would be a great feint. That's like 4 free pairs for $1. But a scorpion is probably better in the long run, given none of you have- like, you're garbage. Why do I have you, scorpion? Nobody on this team does anything, except the falcon. He's doing his best. Halfway to level 2, and then I don't want anything else. I'm just getting so many babies. I just feel like we're turn 10. Am I supposed to be getting more tier 5s? It's bananas. Look how brown my team is. It's boring. The only bit of modern aesthetic splash I have is this one wolf. Could have put that scorpion a little earlier. Good argument. It'd be funny if I could have got out of this with those pigs, though. Oh, stanker. What was it, like a 3 and a 5? Not great. It's a bit of a mix-up. It's a major mix-up weekly. If only weekly started with the sound it would have been alliteration. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.